Welcome to our next video in the upper cross syndrome series. We're going to start doing some stretches. So what's one of the more important stretches we should focus on for helping with that upper cross syndrome?
Typically, when a person has rounded shoulders and forward head, they're going to have some tightness in the muscles called levator scapula.
So where are those? Where are those muscles?
The levator scapula attaches to the inside of the scapula and it inserts up into the cervical spine. So when those muscles are tight, they literally elevate the scapula.
Oh, and then is it going to bring my head forward a little bit as well?
There are other muscles that are implicated in that, but
Okay.
we need to release levator scapula before you do some corrective exercises for upper cross
It just seems like such a hard area to stretch, and I know of a couple ways, but I mean, this is really your wheelhouse, so let's learn a good one.
Okay, so one of my favorite ways to stretch levator scapula is to take one hand and place it as far down between your shoulder blades as you can. So
Okay.
Sal, maybe you should turn around so that we can
Okay.
see what you're doing, okay? So go ahead and place that right hand down between your shoulder blades, good.
Okay.
So the elbow's pointing up to the ceiling. Now you're gonna take one of those nice deep belly breaths in. Now look over your left shoulder, and on your exhalation, bring your chin down on top of that shoulder. Good, so it's a subtle movement, there you go.
Yeah.
Now, if you're very tight in this area, you may not need the other hands-on assist, but if you want a little assistance, you can take this left hand and place it on the back of your head and help tuck your chin down towards your shoulder.
Ooh, that is a nice neck stretch.
Yes.
Now, why this? Why the hand here? What if I just did this? You know, just pulled my head over. Why do I bring this up here?
When you bring that right arm up, go ahead and bring it up, you're rotating your scapula in this outward direction, which is going to help put those muscles on a stretch. When the arm is down, those muscles will not be put on a stretch.
You know, what's funny too is as I'm doing this, like as I'm trying to do the stretch, literally coming up here, I can feel right off the bat getting that stretch is starting to hit, and it does feel like that muscle that you were pointing to. So now, when I'm doing this particular stretch and I'm looking over and looking down, how long should I hold this? How many reps should I do? How do I program this?
If you're going to be exercising after doing this stretch, you want to use a contract and relax method. So you could do a 5-second inhalation followed by a 5-second stretch, and you could do that 2 to 3 times on each side.
So you're doing like reps for it, and then you're doing a set.
Exactly,
Okay.
you're giving it a little bit of rest in between, and then you're taking it into the stretch. Or if you're, let's say, sitting at your desk at work and you just want to get some of these neck and shoulder stretches in, you know, in between your work, you could hold it for 20 to 30 seconds.
Excellent. So would you consider this to be a good stretch to help alleviate tension in the back of the head and neck that a lot of people get? Okay.
Absolutely. The upper trapezius and levator scapula are the muscles that get tense when we have a spillover of stress. So especially mental emotional stress that we can't effectively manage will spill over into this area.
Excellent.
And it will tighten that area.
Excellent. Love it. Well, there you go. Listen, go to mindpumpmedia.com. We're offering 30 days of coaching for free.